Good morning everyone. Welcome to Daily News Analysis by Tathastu ICS. I am Manisha here to discuss the Hindu newspaper for the day 4th April 2026. Okay, we will get this PDF in the description box, as well as you will get this excuse me. You will get this PDF, and as well as you will get this in the Telegram channel also. I'll show the QR code, you can scan and join. Okay, na? Just a second. Okay. Okay, this is the QR code. You can scan and join our Telegram channel. You will get this PDF there. Okay. So we will be seeing the topics for the day. Very minimal topics I brought it today. Okay. So first one is about the Russia. Russia have said India that there will be a steady supply of oil and LNG. So in what case we are going to see this, it is important for us in the energy security, which is GS3. And also when we look into the India and Russia's relation, why Russia is always being a good friend of like all weather friend of India, we will be seeing into that. Okay. So in that case we are going to see two things. First is about the India-Russia relations, and second about the energy security. Okay. So the international relations will be coming in the GS2 and the energy security will be in the GS3. Okay, clear? Chalo. Then comes the second one, Nicobar Island. So we have read in the February time, right? So there is a project in Nicobar Islands, Greater Nicobar Islands. Wahan par we are having a huge infrastructure plan, right? So every time we have got 2 to 3 concerns there. Okay, it is not about only one concern. It is again in the news because of the new concern where the tribal people are being raised the concern. Okay, so in this case we are just going to see two things when it comes to development. Okay, here along with development we are going to see the good morning Avya. Okay, so along with the development, other concern what we have here is one more thing is about the national security. Okay, so the infrastructural plan is not only about the development or about any airport or any infrastructure only, it is about the national security. Okay, so with along these concerns we are going to see how it is affecting the tribal people right now. Okay, see new concerns are arising, so eventually we will be figuring out, okay, what are all the solutions that is being given by the government side. Okay, and the third one, so in this case if you see GS3 and also GS1 in the tribal concern. Okay, when it comes to the third one, it is the election petitions. Here this is a prelims oriented fact here. Okay, and this election petition, where and how can we file it, and what are all the procedures that we are going to see. Okay, so these are the topics for the day. We will see it very quickly. Okay, and if you have any doubt, please let us know. I didn't write anything here. Instead we are just going to discuss and you are going to make the notes. Okay, okay. Good morning Lavish, good morning Lego. Okay, so let's start the session. First one is about the Russia assures steady oil and LNG supply to India. So if you see here, okay, as we have discussed, first one is about what? First one is about India need the oil and natural gas, right? So this is need of India. So we know in the West Asian disruption which is happening with Iran, US and Israel, so that is giving a huge oil disruption all over the world, right? So in the all over world there is because of Strait of Hormuz have been closed, we are facing crisis in the oil supply, right? So right now, we anticipating this earlier, India have started the bifurcating process, right? So we are not going to depend upon one particular country. Instead, we are going to bifurcate to different countries where our energy security will be completely secured. Okay, the thing why it is very important here is India is having a very less natural the crude oil or any other thing is very less. We actually imports in barrel from other countries, right? So the refinery process is majorly happening in India. So here that is why we are bifurcating, so that we will not be seeing any shortage, because we have the mechanism for refinery, but the raw materials of like crude oil and everything we are not getting it. It is not available in India in a larger way. Okay, so here if you see the oil and natural gas. So these things are very important because we are majorly like, be it our transport, okay, the energy security for the electricity, okay, and also the coal based energy, everything is based upon this only, okay. So the oil and the natural gas, not, it is not stopping only with this, okay, even more it is affecting the fertilizer section also, okay. So after the refinery, after the process, we are producing the urea and certain fertilizers which will be used in the agriculture, right? So when there is a disruption in these things, okay, it will be affecting our energies, the food security also. So the major concern here is about energy security and also the food security, because if there is no fertilizers, okay, fertilizers enhance the production, right? So if there is less fertilizers, or if there is no fertilizers, we cannot produce the agriculture products, and we will be going shortage of the food, and it will be affecting the farmers as well as the complete the economy, because our Indian economy basically like 45% is nearly around 45% is based upon the agriculture, right? So thank you, good morning, and thank you so much. Okay, so this is something very important for us. So our all-time friend, which is Russia, okay, have assured that there will be steady oil supply to India, so where we will be able to see, we will be having no panic of our oil being the oil being disrupted, okay. So the first thing is here, and the second thing is about, if we see the why Russia, like in the BRICS summit, again Russia president like Vladimir Putin and also our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be meeting there, okay. So we will be discussing more further, okay. So along with the oil, because we know oil and energy is from majorly from two countries, which are they, one is Russia and Iran, right? So in case of Russian relation, we are able to see, first one is the oil, okay, the energy security. The second one is about the defense. We have major defense collaboration with Russia also, okay. And apart from that, one of a good thing about Russia here is, we are talking about in the international relations perspective here, okay. So the third one is about the strategic autonomy. They are trusted partners here, okay, not only in the trade, also in many areas we would be able to see Russia is playing a very good role with Indian relation, and also they have a very smooth conduct also, okay. So if you see, when US was asking India like to stop buying oils from Russia, then also Russia was very calm and quiet. They understood the situation, and they didn't give any much tariffs or anything, but US sanctioned us. If you see the relations, it is always a transactional conversation between US and India, okay. US will be telling like, you do it for me, I'll give you this relaxation, you obey me, I'll be giving all these relaxations and the tariff concessions, right? So when it comes to the Russian part, it is completely different, where it is a well collaborated and well cooperative mannerly they are going with the relations. So one thing we can assure here is, not only the assured oil, we can get the assurance of proper a trusted partner in anywhere, like be it defense or be it anything. The sovereignty of India will always be upheld when it comes to the Russian deals, okay. So in that case, we can trust Russia. So these three things are very important for us from this thing, okay. Just read about it, okay. And the major thing is about here, again the second time this year we are reading about the BRICS, right? So please read about the BRICS also, and here we are getting a proper supply chain, and we don't have to panic about the energy security right now, okay. So see, there should be sustainable usage also, but apart from that, we have bifurcating many sources, so we don't want to get panic. Instead, right now we are going towards more of a assured supply, okay. Clear till now? So this is important for us in certain things, which is oil security, the energy security, and also the food security, where the fertilizer plays a major role here, okay. So if you see liquefied natural gas, okay, So steadily increase the supply of oil and liquefied natural gas to India, and also continue to address India's fertilizer needs. So this is the major part here. So that is what we are taken from here. Okay, so when you read this kind of a when you read this kind of a topics and everything, there you have to focus on one thing is how the relation also with, okay, the IR part also, how it is working with, because till now right now US have given the time for buying Russian oils also, but still one good thing about Russia will be always be frank. Okay, one, I'll not be giving you the discounted price which is China is getting from me, first thing, because sometimes you are being threatened by US or you are being directed by US, so at that time I cannot always be in your favor, right? So Russia is very clear in that, but still it never let India hopeless. Okay, it always been with India. So trusted partners, and also apart from that we can go for multiple ties apart from this oil, energy security, and also the fertilizers, and apart from that defense, we can move towards more of a leadership kind of a relation also can be performed, because Russia is also one of a strong country in the globe, right, where they have a high upper hand in the international forums, right? So in that case, if we have a good relation with Russia, like if we retrieve all those trade and everything, okay, we will be we can expect a good reply from Russia in the international forum as well. Apart from this, okay, if you see, if you are buying Russian oils, okay, again, if there is any discounted price for India, or if there is any retrieval of this revival of this relationship, this will obviously triggers US. Okay, so what it will be doing, the US will be always, the US will be trying to push Pakistan to do something against India. Okay, at that time also I guess Russia will be coming and it will be having the support, not directly, but instead they will be having a the UN forum and everything, they will be having a veto power and everything, so that will be helpful for us. Majorly right now we have to focus on one thing, that is energy security and the food security, that will be assured by Russia right now. Okay, clear? Shall we move further? Okay, the next one is about the Great Nicobar plan triggers fresh concerns among locals. So this is a major thing. So first let's brush up what is this Great Nicobar Island plan. Okay, so here if you see the mega infrastructure project, okay, here this mega infrastructure project has airports, okay, and also huge infrastructure like a well planned city. Okay, so it is comprising of all those things. Okay, but the problem here is about, it is very good for India to build up very great infrastructure in this in this area, in the Nicobar Islands. In one part, one view, it is development. Okay, second thing is, Nicobar Islands are very important for our national security. Why it is? Because if you see its location, okay, the Sri Lanka, this side we do have our Nicobar Islands, right? So the 10-degree channel that that differs the Nicobar and the Andaman Islands, okay, they're having a naval base, or they're having a proper security, defensive mechanism infrastructure. It is very important, so that we will be having good relations with other neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, where we can go for the military exercises, joint military exercises, and also we can counteract China also there, right? And because the activeness of China in Indo-Pacific region and Indian Ocean region, we all know, right? And one major thing here is about the sensitivity of this area have to be taken into the consideration. Okay, we will be coming to that later. First we will be talking about the security, national security here. Okay, so joint exercises, and also to counteract whom, China's presence there. And apart from that, if we have infrastructure for refinery process or any logistics connectivity infrastructure there, so it will be helpful for India to transport those processed goods or raw materials from sourcing country to for the other country who is processing those. Okay, if we are getting semiconductor silicon from Malaysia, it will be easy for India to do the logistics with the base of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, where the transportation and also the processing infrastructure will be very cost effective. It will be giving a major upper hand for India. Okay, clear? Because see, if we are getting silicon from Malaysia, okay, and all the way I have to bring it to my land, and it will be taking lot of energy, and also it will be taking lot of cost to cover this distance, right? When I have a proper setup, when a near place, okay, in a near place, if I get a proper setup there, I would be able to process it, and from here itself I can distribute my resources, and I can get all my raw materials also, right? So this is a one of a good thing why we are focusing on this. So not only the development, the second one is about the national security, and also we will be getting more of a opportunity in the global wise. Okay, here. Okay, so what are all the concerns here? First we will see. Okay, this is a very good plan. Everywhere there will be two coins, right? Positives and negatives. So we have seen the positives, how come it is going to impact India globally, right? In a positive way. Now if we see this the drawbacks or the impacting concerns here, if you see that it is a very huge thing. Basically it is about environment. Okay, this environment concern is not very small thing. Thank you, Jogendra Singh. Okay, so the major impact is on the environment, because so if we are providing any infrastructure in this island area, anyhow we have to carve out certain forest cover. So we are losing the forest cover where our the specific species, okay, and also the forest cover which is giving a large amount of be it temperature controlling or the soil erosion control, and also this carbon emission control will be, we are compromising on that. So the first one is about the forest cover, and second one is about the corals and the marine, because we know it is an island, it is surrounded by water or four ways, right? So we are compromising on the maritime like marine life also. It will be affecting the marine life. Okay, so then third one will be, okay, here the forest cover, corals, marine life has been done, right? And the sensitive area, the tribal areas, they are also having they will be losing their home. Okay, they will be losing their native place, they will be losing their habitat. So there we will be losing the sustainable development goals. Okay, we have to compromise on here. So see, all these are interconnected. When I am going for the development, I have to compromise on something or the other, which is the environmental concerns, right? First thing. And the second thing is about the sustainable development. We in the global forum, we have promised, and we are focusing on more of a sustainable development goals, right? So in those, if we are losing this forest cover, corals and everything, okay, what it is actually, because you if you know the maritime life, the marine life is also coming under the sustainable development goals, right? So here in this case, along with sustainable development concerns, we will be pushed, or we will be given the burden of what the clean energy as well, right? Already in this concern, the cut down of the forest will be increasing the carbon which have been already trapped in the atmosphere, and it cannot be we cannot having a carbon sink also at that time, and the more emission in the process of like building the infrastructure will be increasing the carbon emission, right? So here it will be affecting towards the pressure of clean energy, and also this sustainable development goals, where it will slow down the process of India to focus on it will be pushing India towards a kind of a burden where we have to focus on this carbon emission and also this cleaner energy. Okay, so it will slow down because already we don't have mechanism, we have to get it from other countries like Japan who have been well versed in this, like Germany and everything, right? So here it is a concerning thing. First thing is about the environment, and second thing is about the tribal people, right? So here these people are they are like vulnerable tribals, okay? So if they are losing their habitat, they, most of them, okay, so the most of them are not open to the so city life and also the normal life that we go through, okay? So they are still vulnerable tribes, and here the less count of tribals are the major important thing here, okay? So major tribals have not taken into the consideration, and the consent has not been properly discussed. So if there is any developmental process, or if there is any change in their habitat, it is necessary for the government to tell the people, like, this is what we are going to do, and you will be shifted, you will be rehabilitated to some other places, right? But the consent have been withdrawn by these tribals, okay, after the first clearance of the environment clearance, okay? So it is claimed that the process that have to be made, okay, for the environmental clearance, okay, EIA, it is not properly done. It is like just like that they have did it. So the claim is about the consent is not clearly explained, and also the the consent is not taken in a proper way, the information not given to the tribals in a proper way, and also the procedure of getting the environmental clearance is not ecological clearance, it is not properly followed. So these are the concerns from this area. So we have, so this is one of a lesson where we have to focus on if there is any infrastructure plan or a development plan, okay, the environmental clearance is very important. Environmental clearance is not only the paperwork, okay, we have to focus on what we are going to do with the forest cover that we are uprooting it, right? And also what is the other alternative to bring those marine life or bring those forest life back to the life, right? So this have to be taken into the consideration, okay? So these are the things where you will be learning for disaster management also, because if there is any loss of soil erosion, or this species loss and everything, it will be eventually leading to the disaster things, okay? Where this area is already prone to what, in 2004 we have got the tsunami also, right? So these areas we have to focus on, the sensitivity also, which is prone to tsunami. So where we have to focusing upon those infrastructure, the carving out of the life and the carving out of the area, the natural area that will be resisting the tsunami will be more challenging for India, okay? So if we are already the natural barrier that have been there, if we are carving out it, it will be easy for tsunami to penetrate again, okay? So that is what the major concern here about. So in crisp, three things: environmental clearance, okay, tribal consent, and also the environmental impact. So it is very important for us how we are going to deal it with to attain the sustainable development or the positives of this infrastructure, mega infrastructure project. So that is what we are going to, that is what is good here, that is what we are going to read here, okay? Then till now is it clear? Just read about it. Already we have discussed the tribal, the vulnerable tribals, and who have been mentioned and who have not been mentioned. So just Google it. If you have the video, go and see it, or else you can Google it and see, make note of it, okay? Then the next one is about the election petitions must be decided on basis of material on record, okay? So here the election petitions, if you see, elections, whenever it comes, the results always will be having a claim there is a malpractices have been done, the poll the booth is not good, and there is a lot of mishappenings where there, and the victory of certain person or the certain party is not legible. All these things will be there, right? So for those petitions, for those claims, for those concerns, where we have to go? We have to go to straight away to High Court. Okay. See, the Election Commission will not be taking any they don't have any responsibilities post the election. Okay, during the process of election and before the election, they have all the responsibilities and they have all the rules, but once the election have been conducted and it have been concluded, they will be a separate part. They won't be involving in anything. So, okay, so for any concerns or anything, okay, since 1975 it have been mentioned that the Supreme Court have to be focused. Okay, the Supreme Court have to be approached for those claims and concerns. Okay, clear? Very here you have to be very clear. You cannot directly go to Supreme Court. You have to go to High Court only directly. For appeal, you can go for Supreme Court. But always the first instance of election petition commissions will be to the High Court. Okay, this is a major thing. And second thing here is about, okay, and what concerns, on what basis, what are all the bases that we can go for the election petitions? One is, if there is any malpractices, okay, after the results have been announced. Okay, so there will be 45-day period. Okay, within this 45 days of the election result have been announced, they can go and they can go and file this petition in High Court. Concerned High Court, like if it is happening in Tamil Nadu, they can go for this particular district or something. They can go for Madras High Court, Madurai High Court, like that. Okay, so here, so if the 45 days period is there for them, okay, within this they have to file the petition. And second thing is about what are all the concerns they can file a petition on is malpractices in the pool. Okay, and if there is any counting issues, okay, or if there is any like if I am contesting in election and in my knowledge, if I had the thing like, okay, I am supposed to win, and if something else happened at the last moment and other party have been won, okay, this is because election disputes are specially statutory proceedings under the Representation of People Act, and court insists on speedy and record based disposal. Exactly, Shivam. Okay, so this is what the thing is. Okay, so if there is any problem in the counting, or if there is any mishappenings in the poll booth, okay, sometimes the voter the duplicate votes will be like 2-3 votes will be there, right? Same person, duplicate votes, and also many concerns like this. Okay, so for these things we can approach the High Court. The petitioner, most probably it will be in the favor of petitioner only. If there is any malpractices are found, or if there is any discrepancies have been found, it will be taken into the consideration. There won't be any there won't be any elections, most probably, but there is a chance for that also. But most probably we will be trying to go for that one particular, the petitioner who have been filed now. So for them, what can be done for the best one, like if they have the opposition party, like I have contested in the same constituency, other people have other party member have been contested. If it is found that they have made some malpractices, and based upon that, in my favor, there will be some result or judgment in that. Okay, so that is what here it is. So in the prelims perspective, we have to see where it is the High Court, where we have to file the petition, and what is the role of ECI here? Nothing. Okay, and when it comes to the time period, it is 45 days. Okay, and the what are all the concerns, what are all the nature of the petitions that we have to give, like on what basis we can give the petitions, that we have to focus here. Okay, so the Supreme Court has observed in an order that election petitions challenging poll results must be decided by courts on the material on record. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is what Shivam have told us, just directly from the newspaper. Okay, so just read about it. Okay, the election petitions methods, and also what are all the types and how we can go for it. Okay, and major thing here is whenever it comes to election, we should not stop only with ECI. We have to further read about the Representation of People's Act, Okay, so all these are have to be taken into the consideration whenever you're making notes. Please interconnect it. Today I didn't write the keywords here because I want you to do it. Okay, so with the syllabus, please open it. In the GS2 paper like polity, we will be having the keywords, right, like people representation of people's act 1950 and 1951. So all these keywords have to be mentioned in your notes. Okay, so that's it for the day. If you have any doubt, please let me know, otherwise we will wind up the session. And one more thing, there are some other topics also, like the third submarine have also been came. Okay, so we will be discussing it further with let me take the details of it and we will be bringing it to you. Okay, so in editorial part also there were two things. One is about the Iran, which we have already had that idea also. Even Iran is losing the war, it will be a win for Iran only, because see, thing is like, the major concern of US is about toppling the Iran government, right? So the winning of the war, is not important for Iran. It is important for Iran to have a stable government, so that the US favor government will not be coming. Though Iran have lost its lots of, though Iran have lost its huge like head, like the naval head and everybody, but still it is going okay. Matlab, it is still very clear. They didn't know, they were not panicking it. Okay, so they have a very good stability right now. Okay, so this is one of editorial, you can just read about it. I didn't bring it because already in the same consent we have discussed it. Okay, so I don't want to add up again and again, so I didn't give that. And fear of the foreign, where the foreign investments are like the from black to white, they are changing it. So based upon that, the regulations have been proposed. So that also you can go for in the page number 8 editorial, you can read these two things. Okay, and other than that, that's it for the day. And if you have any other doubts, you can let me know in the comment section, when we will be discussing it in the next session whenever it is happening. Okay, so I hope you had a good information today. So let's see tomorrow, let's see in another session. Till then, please do read the newspaper, don't skip reading the newspaper, and always be in touch with your studies. Okay, all the very best. Thank you. ठीक है ना सर जी?